So I thought, hey everybody, I thought I would do an update on my reading because I am working this Saturday, and I don't know. I mean, I guess I can make a video on make this video on Friday, but I decided to go ahead and make it now. And update you on my reading, my this week's reading. So as usual, I'm not one of those people who reads like 10 books in a week. I just read only a few, well, actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not one of those people who can read and finish 10 books or more in a week. I just can't do it. That's why I don't participate in that many readathons. I will participate in the, what was it? Tome Topple. And there's another one I participated in last year. I don't remember what it is, but, I'll look it up. I can't remember which one I participated in, but I don't participate in that many. Because I can't read too much because most of them are only a week long, and I can't do that. I can't read a bunch of books in a week. I just can't. And finish them anyway. I mean, I could, but I can't finish them. This week I finally finished, if I can grab it, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and I did a little rambling review on the book, although I can't fairly call it a review because I didn't have any criticisms. I mostly talked about all the stuff I liked in the book, but I think this one is one of my favorites. I have three favorites. I have this one, Prisoner of Azkaban, mainly because it introduced Sirius Black and Lupin in that book, and I liked Goblet of Fire, mostly because of the whole competition aspect and the tournament and everything. I like this one because there's so much character development. We finally get Ginny and Harry as a couple. I love them. I'm Team Ginny and Harry. There's more of Ron and Hermione and them sniping at each other, and you know they like each other, but they won't admit it. They're both too stubborn, and they won't spell it out for each other that they have feelings for each other. They're both just so dumb. I mean, why don't you say it? I feel like, then again, maybe it's just easy for me because I'm just reading the book, and I've only dated one guy in my life, and that was in college. And that was only for like a month, and then I just felt, okay, this is too weird for me. I'm not ready for this. Let's see. We learned about Voldemort's past. Draco Malfoy gets more involved in the whole Voldemort situation, and Harry suspects that he might be becoming a Death Eater like his father, like he might take his father's place, but of course his friends are all like, oh no, why would Voldemort do that? He's only 16. Even people like Dumbledore are like, no, we're not gonna. But then again, of course, Harry, in Dumbledore's case, I think it's because Harry wants Harry to focus on more important matters, like seeing all these memories about Voldemort. Let's see, what else? You know what? I just realized something. I'm gonna test and see what the difference is with the light on. Okay, it's not much of a difference. It's a little bit brighter, but I'm still kind of figuring all this thing out, so bear with me if you subscribe to my channel, if you watch my videos. I'm a little slow in the uptake. So I really, like I said, I think this is one of my favorites. And I think if we got more, and probably the only way this will happen is reading fan fiction. If we got more of Draco and saw his character development a little bit more, not just in the confines of this book series, but we learned, although I guess if I had wasted my time and read The Cursed Child, but a lot of the things I've heard about The Cursed Child makes me feel like I don't want to read it, and I'm not going to like it. There's a lot of aspects in the books that turn me off, that I've heard from other people. Of course, I know, in the past I've said, how can you form an opinion and say that you don't like something unless you check it out first? And maybe one day I will check it out for the library. But to be fair, I was watching I watched a lot of reviews, and I've seen a lot of people like videos where people say what went wrong with the Cursed Child. But then, of course, I think it's also because which characters, it depends on what characters you like. And it's funny though. From what I heard, one of the things I heard that turns me off from it is how the whole time travel thing, that they changed everything. And I was telling a friend of mine about that. And it's this, and she was all like, "Oh, nothing wrong with it. I thought the time travel plot was perfectly fine." And it makes me debate, because I just value this person's opinion, and I'm a little conflicted. But then again, I guess I need to make up my own mind. And as of right now, I have no interest in it because of some of the stuff I've heard from people that aren't friends of mine, but I do like to watch on BookTube. So, but either way, I have no interest. But anyway, so I enjoyed that. Now the books that I have not finished that I am currently reading, I have finally gone a little bit farther in Queen of Shadows, but it's taken me so long to read it, mainly because, like, as I've said in past videos, I'm a Kale fan. I've seen Kale and Selena, aka Lynn, fighting, and them disagreeing and butting heads, and disagreeing on their approach, and Aylin's feelings towards this human city is just really starting to piss me off. It's really starting to frustrate me. Now she's like, who cares about the city? Let's just watch it burn. I mean, I understand that she's trying to protect her own people and cares more about her own city, but her being like, oh look, I would rather watch it burn. She still cared about Dorian is still there, and I'm not a huge fan of Rowan. I do not like him. I don't get the appeal of his character at all. But I think maybe but then as I'm reading this book, sometimes I think that maybe Aylin and Rowan are deserve to be together, because they're very similar in their arrogance and cockiness. And I think I did hear that, sorry, I love looking at these covers. These covers are always awesome. Like, you have her in her battle wear, her fighting armor, her assassin wear, and then at the back of these books, there's always, if you can tell, she's in a dress. She's always in some kind of dress, which I think is really cool. I love the design of the cover. And I definitely like the covers that these books have versus the cover that they had for the first book, which is very cliche and had like a very modern 21st century girl on the cover, and it just did not look great. She looked too modern for this world. Not that this book is historical fiction, but a lot of fantasy worlds are kind of inspired by history. I feel like they're not always modern unless it's like urban fantasy or paranormal fantasy that's set in our world. Then yeah, it will have a modern feel. But either they feel historic, like they have a setting that's inspired by history, or they have a futuristic setting. So anyway, so I'm reading this. I got a little farther in it. Like, Rowan has come back, and Adion and Rowan are butting heads. Surprise, surprise. Like, Adion is restless because he wants to get out and do something, and he doesn't want, Aylin, which, okay, I can kind of understand. She wants to protect him. And then he gets pissy because he's all mad because Rowan took the blood oath, which is the oath he was supposed to take, and Rowan already took it for Aylin, so he's mad about that. But there's a lot of tension between that threesome, and Kale is not there at the moment. Well, yeah, he's not. The little bit I read recently, he's not in the picture at the moment. He's somewhere else. Okay, I'm on chapter, let's see, where am I at? I'm on chapter 34. Let's see, how many chapters are there in this? That's acknowledgements. 89. There's 89 chapters. And also we get a little bit more of Elide, who we learned is part witch. And the witches are really cool in this series. They're like their own species in a way. They're not just women with magical powers. They actually are their own species. They're the Iron Teeth witches. They have iron teeth. They have iron claws. Supposedly they don't have any souls or compassion or anything, at least don't have any compassion. They're like lethal, but I really like it. I really like learning about the witches and everything, and I look forward to when, I don't know if it will happen or not, but I look forward to when Manon, tells her grandmother and this guy, that one dude, screw you, I'm not letting you make which, actually no, she kind of already has. But she's still kind of, signing, like, going along with everything. But she's also kind of being like, screw you. So she kind of is doing that. But, anyway. Okay, so I read that. I finally got back into reading Scarlet, and Wolf and Scarlet are on their journey to find Scarlet's mother, and we run into Ran, the character of Ran, on the train. And I just read the part when Scarlet and Wolf jump off the train because the train was halted because of the plague and everything, and plague inspection to see if they have the plague and everything, or someone contacted the plague, possibly. But anyway, like I said, if you have read Stars Above, you know who Ran is. And if this is not your first time reading this book, then you know who Ran is. But we're not supposed to know at this point. Not in the context of the story anyway. But we're gonna find out soon enough, I believe, if I remember correctly. And Aiko has been her ID chip has been placed into the Rampion. So now she's running she's the brains of the ship, or the voice of the ship. So I'm reading that one. It's so great to be back in this world again. And as I'm reading it, there are a lot of aspects of it that I don't remember. Like, I remember Wolf and Scarlet in the woods and running into Ran and everything, but I didn't remember what went on in the train part. What was going on in there. I totally forgot. And I thought it was on the train when they shared their first kiss, when Wolf and Scarlet did, but no, I don't think obviously that's not where they did. They had their first kiss, but so I don't, like I said, I don't remember, but there was a lot of stuff that I didn't remember, a lot of details. So that's why it's good to reread books. Although you'll end up forgetting it again after a period of time. That's another great thing about movies, is it'll help you remember stuff that you forgot when you're not reading the books anymore and you're just getting lost in another book. So, that's all I read this week. I guess now tonight I will probably focus more on these books. Like, not right now. Like, right now I'll probably watch some more BookTube videos. Maybe watch a little bit of Order of the Phoenix, the movie. Work on the daily planner I just got from Walmart today. Like, setting that up. And I'm sure, like, as of right now, while I'm filming this, that's as far as I got. But I will probably get a little bit far. Like, I'll probably read one of these, like, in the next couple of days, because I'm not working until the evening on Saturday anyway. So the next few days I will probably be reading these books, so I'll get a lot more done. But that's where, as of right now, that's where I'm at. I'm almost tempted to go ahead and jump into reading the 7th book, but I'm gonna wait. That might be another book that I will read to start until February. But in February, I might want to start at least one novel that's kind of has a romance plot. Or one of those epics, like maybe Roses or The Bronze Horseman or something. So, what are you guys currently reading this week? Is there any books that you finished? I've just completed, that makes 4 books this month that I've completed for my Goodreads goal, which is 25 books. I'm hoping to get past that. So what have you, how many books have you guys read this month? Is there any books that you finished? If you have a Goodreads goal, how is that coming along? How many books into that goal have you completed? So, anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I would really appreciate if you guys subscribe to me. Alright, thank you. Bye.